Okay, this last problem is kind of like a puzzle, figuring out which of these is true. So we have m of y equals y minus 1, n of y equals 2 over y, p of y equals y cubed. Express each of the following functions as a composite function involving m, n, or p. So I guess we need to write the composite that will make this be true. So the tip is, if I have something that starts with a fraction, I'm probably going to need to use something with the fraction in it. I also have a y minus 1 involved. So this one's going to have m and n somehow. So let's try to figure out which one works. So if I end up with this, I'm probably going to need my n of y as my outer function. So let's just test and see. So if I did n of m of y, just to start with, let's see what happens there. Then I would have n of y minus 1, and that would have to go in, the y minus 1 would go in for the y. So I would end up with 2 over y minus 1. So that's what I have here, and so this works. So let's just mark that down, that works. So you can show your attempts. So sometimes you just need to play with it a little bit. But if you think in that terms, like which is the inner, which is the outer. I will do another one. Let's just try e of y down here. So how do we get that one? So let me think about it. If I had something over itself, then I might end up just with the y. So let's take a look at this n of y to start with, and just see if I do n of y, and let's test it out and see what happens. So that's going to be, I need to make it be n of 2 over y equal to 2 over y, and then take that inside and put it in for y, and I end up with 2 over y. So now when I have this fraction, I'm going to simplify, and that would simplify down to be 2 over 1 times y over 2. Oh, and the 2's cancel. So I didn't quite have identity thing, but I ended up with my y back. So kind of worked out that way. So that was true. So my answer for this one is n of y. So I hope you get the idea with that, and you can pause the video and try some of them, and then I'll work through them kind of relatively quickly, but I want you to try to tackle it on your own. It's kind of like a puzzle. I'll keep this video pretty short, but at least try a few of them and see how it goes, and ask me questions if you need more details. Okay, so this b of y equals y minus 2, I worked out to be m of y, because I knew I needed to just have a linear thing left. So you can see my math there. For c of y, we have 8 over y cubed, so I know I'm going to have to involve p of y somehow. And I have to think, is that going to be the outer and the inner? I think that's going to be the inner, because I can tell that I need to have a fraction as the outside function. So I would have n of p of y, and then check it just to be sure. So we would check that as n of y cubed, and then I would have 1 over, or 2 over y, sorry, as my outer function. Oh, but look what happens here. That only gives me 2 over y cubed, not the 8. So I'm going to try to reverse those around and see how that goes. So let's, I'm going to pause and erase that because that one, so I'm going to make sure you know how to do the trial and error a little bit. So let's try to switch them around. So we're going to have then p of n of y, and that will be p of 2 over y equals y cubed, and now we're going to take that and put that 2 over y in for y, so we get 2 over y all cubed, and then that will be my 8 over y cubed. So that one does work. Now, if you were doing this for a quiz or homeworks and stuff, you want to show out your attempts just in case, but make sure you clarify which one is the correct answer and then check it against the key. If it's homework, if it's quiz, I just grade those. So this one, d of y equals y cubed minus 1. So I'm down here. So I'm probably going to have to sub in this y cubed into the m function. So I'm guessing we're going to have m of p of y. And then that would be m of y cubed equals y minus 1. And I plop that in there. So I get y cubed minus 1. All good to go there. Some of them are easier than others. The f of y equals y to the 9th. I'm just going to guess that would be p of y, p of y. Tongue twisters here. So let's just quick check it. And we would have y cubed that we're plugging in. P of y cubed equals y cubed. So plugging that in for y here, we get y cubed raised to the 3rd power equals y to the 9th. And that's exactly what we have here. So that's all good. So make sure you mark your answers on that. Last few here, definitely try these as classwork and then come back and look and see the answers. And I'll write out the checks also for you, but just to try to keep the videos a little bit shorter. But if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, so here's the answers for these last few bits. We have the one on the far left corner, g of y equals 2 over y cubed is equal to n of p of y. And here's my check. The next one, h of y equals quantity y minus 1 cubed. We get p of m of y for our answer. And last one, I of y equals 2 over y minus 1. We get m of n of y. And there's my check for that. And just let me know if you have any questions. You can just do a quick email and I can explain it further if you need to. So have a great day. That's it for composition of functions.